in sports. We're down to the second last week of play on the gridiron. Games are on top as well.
Welcome to NTV Sports Central Podcast with your host, NTV Sports reporter Randy Silver. Pod 16 is dropping on a Monday, not at 5 p.m., earlier in the day, so you can enjoy it during your workday to listen. And we can talk about Big Red volleyball and football. As a Husker fan, it was a great weekend. Both teams won. Volleyball went 2-0 in Nashville, beating Lipscomb on Friday, number 7 Kentucky, in a reverse sweep on Sunday. We're going to analyze it. DBK made some massive coaching decisions that helped them get the W. But on Thursday, where we're starting first, football beat Cincinnati in Arrowhead. It was loud. Big Red showed out. 70,000 plus fans. It was amazing to see. Now, starting 1-0, they move back to Memorial Stadium where they play Akron this upcoming Saturday. So before we dive into and analyzing the Cincinnati game, Lincoln's Children's Museum, Husker parents, big news coming from them. Game day playdates are back. What is that? Drop your kid off at the museum. They have fun. Enjoy Memorial Stadium, the football game. Pick them up after. Here's more information.
The following segment is sponsored by the Lincoln Children's Museum.
Randy Silver with NTV Sports. I'm with Ellie Charter, the Chief Marketing Officer of the Lincoln's Children's Museum. We have exciting news for you Husker fans. Ellie, what is the big news?
The Lincoln Children's Museum is so excited to offer game day playdates again this football season.
Amazing. And being here, the kids are having so much fun. And this is a Thursday. I can't imagine what a game day would be like. What are the activities that they'll have?
While the kids are here, we will have many arts and crafts and STEM activities that are focused on the theme of football and sports and body movement. But we also have a very parallel path to what people experience inside the stadium. Some of those iconic brands that you expect to see at the stadium, we also have right here at the museum. We have First National Bank's photo booth upstairs. We have Runza in Tiny Town, and we have Valentino's Pizza available in our U-Stop Cafe.
Perfect. So for people who come here regularly, what information do they need to know about dropping their kids off here?
Right, grown-ups should know that this activity is perfect for kids ages 5 to 12. There is an advanced registration needed for that so that we can staff it appropriately, because unlike a normal day when parents come here with their kids, we actually have those kids by themselves while the grown-ups go to the stadium and have their own game day experience.
Awesome. And if people want to find out more information, how can they do that?
They can look up on game day playdates under lincolnchildrensmuseum.org.
Perfect. And of course, in the bio of this, you can look it up as well. Go Big Red. It's Husker football season. Ellie Charter, the Chief Marketing Officer here at the Lincoln Children's Museum with big news. Drop your kids off on game day and have a great time watching Big Red go 13-0. Thank you, Ellie.
Thank you.
The following segment is sponsored by the Lincoln Children's Museum. Planning a game day in Lincoln, the Lincoln Children's Museum offers game day play dates. While you go to the stadium, your kids stay at the museum for their own game day experience. Available during every Husker home game.
More information's in the bio. Click the link. Spots are going quick. If you have little kids, go make sure that they can go have fun. You can have fun at the game. On the Thursday podcast, we will preview the Akron game. So today we'll be focusing on Cinci winning 20-17. So 2 podcasts a week. Let's review what we did the week before, and then the second podcast later in the week, we'll be talking about what happened. So before we dive into stats, numbers, boom, I have a bunch of highlights for us. What we're going to do here is look at the numbers very quickly. Dylan Raiola had an efficient night. When you see here, he had 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. But folks, if you're watching the game, you know he got lucky. A couple of out routes or stops on the outside could have been taken for a pick 6. There was one Emmett Johnson talked about in his post game that he helped break up. Lucky. Could have changed the complexion of the game. His stat line, 243, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 77.8 QBR. Speaking of Johnson, the junior with his first start at running back, 108 yards on 25 carries. He talked about in the offseason, he wanted to be a bell cow. He wanted to be a better receiver out of the back as well. 27 yards on 7 catches. So a total of basically 135 yards on 32 touches. That is great. Now, can he sustain that all season? He is physically fit. We'll see. Other than him rushing, Dylan had a couple of scrambles. He took a sack. Really wasn't a lot happening anywhere else. And then, of course, if you saw Bonner got hurt, we wish him all the best. We'll try to get an update on this week for you, and we'll drop it on our socials, NTV News and Randy Silver TV. Now, the big breakout star, Neziah Hunter, the touchdown catch, and I'm going to play it for you right now, folks, was unbelievable. And as a sports reporter, your goal is to cover the game, and get stuff for the fans at home. And I had the perfect angle of this touchdown. It's unbelievable. We're going to break it down right here. I'm going to take myself off. Perfect angle of this touchdown. Let's take it slow-mo, then we'll go big. Let me bring myself back on camera for a second. So what Dana Holgerson, the offensive coordinator, Matt Rule, head coach, Dylan Raiola, what did they talk about all offseason, fall camp? Mastery of the offense, motion, putting people in the right position to be successful. That's how he's stepping up year 1 to year 2. And I saw that. He was changing the play a lot at the line of scrimmage. So again, very blessed, humble to be a sports reporter. I'm on the field covering the game. I'm living my dream while these players are living their dream playing college football. Obviously, they want more. So if you see here, they're doing motion. Why are you doing motion? You can see now you know what the offense is doing. They have this. I need to take myself off. The strong safety is going with the motion man, meaning, why is it not playing? There we go. You're a man. So he knows, hey, I'm going straight there. 2 3-step drop, and I have one-on-one on the outside. Now, I saw some people say that could be a hold. Could have been, but that's also a push off. We're calling it them doing the same thing. But then for Hunter to go up, high point the ball, folks. They tell you all the time, high point it. Look at that. I'm bringing myself on camera so you can see my reaction. Look at that high point. Hands up, right there. Strong hands. Can you come down with the ball? There's your 1 foot in, 2nd foot in. Did not have control there, kind of lost it. So they said maybe it wouldn't count, but no. He is able to get 1 body part in as he goes to ground, controls it, touchdown. Of course, they challenged it. They instant replayed it. They got it. So let's play in real time, sound on. I love the ball guy. Let's go back really quick. Look at the ball guy. Stand on his head. Stand on his head. All of us right there had perfect angle of the touchdown. It was amazing. And for me to be able to get this for you at home to see it, makes my day. That means I'm doing my job. I'm in the right place. Obviously, they threw it to the right side of the end zone to make it easy for me. And look at Big Red Nation going out super, super, super loud. First touchdown of the season, Dylan to Hunter. Matt Rule loving it. Also, look how skinny he's looking. Good for him. And that took us off to a start. So, for Hunter, 10.8 average, 65 yards. And then Dane Key, the other big wide receiver, obviously Jakari Barney Jr., last year's a freshman. Not the biggest game, had some plays, but they took him out. So then who steps up? Hunter and Key. And Key looks like the guy. Hey, 2nd and 5, slant, big wide receiver, 6'3", 6'4", catches the ball. 1st and 10, 5-yard stop, 2nd and 5 now. Or a play like this on the goal line where, hey, you know what? We'll give him the ball. And Dylan said he talked about this play with the coaches before. He saw and he missed it the first time. Dane Key beat his guy really bad. So he said, if we go back to the goal line, run the same exact play. So let's break it down. I'll take myself off camera. So what are they doing again? Again, motion before the snap. Figure out what they're running. You can see the guy's moving with the tight end, number 10. So that means they're in man. They faked the run-pass option. If it's there, go for it. It was not there. Emmett would have been stopped. But that holds the linebackers. And I'm going to say, folks, I did not do a good job on this one, following the ball. It was a bit late. Held the linebackers. And you get a touchdown. And Dane gets his first touchdown in a Huskers jersey. Loving it. O-line's loving it. Everyone's cheering him. We'll play in real time. Dylan pumping up the crowd. The sideline, of course, loving it. Now, let's go real time. Let me turn my mic off. And that was your second touchdown of the game. That pushed the score to 20-10. Of course, what happened right after this, they went down and scored, they being the Bearcats. And then close game, we win 20-17. We're going to talk about that in a second. Fans loving it again. So let's go to the end of this game. So what matters, folks, again, what's the big thing with Nebraska? They don't win close games. They almost always win. But that's a culture shift, a mindset. Matt Rule talked about post-game that he felt like this team knew the whole time on the sidelines that they were going to win. There never was that deep in crowd. And being on the field, I could feel in the third quarter the angst in the crowd. Oh, here we go again. We're not pulling away. Something that they're used to. Not here. So this was with, if I remember correctly, I think there was 7 minutes left. Nebraska got the ball back. Hey, Tom Brady, 7 minutes left, gets the ball back. Oh, no, this was the touchdown drive. Boom. We'll talk about it in a second. 7 minutes left. Tom Brady gets the ball back in the fourth quarter, winning. Game's over. He's making sure they either score a touchdown, get a field goal, or they run out the clock. Here, Cincinnati did a great job at getting back in the game at 20-10. Give their QB, Sorsby, a lot of credit. He used his feet so well, making players miss all game. Luckily, that could have been a late hit, potentially, if that was worse. Sorsby himself, 29-yard long, but he had 13 carries, 96 yards. As a defense, Huskers did not do a good job. If we look at the overall rushing attack, are we going to get it? Hold on, let me get the box score. Gamecast, excuse me. Team stats is what I want. Giving up 202 yards on the ground. Not good enough. Against Akron and Houston Christian, probably won't be a factor. But when you bring Michigan to town in 3 weeks, that is going to be massive. Penalties-wise, 3 for 27. Not terrible, but you had the false start on the goal line, basically cost you a touchdown right there. Now, Big Red Nation, you all did a great job. You were super loud. Got us a false start multiple times against Cincinnati. Now, third down efficiency. Hey, we need to convert third downs. 10 for 18. Nice job. Too many third downs, to be honest. Let's try to get them on the first and second. Everything felt a bit tough, bit hard. But hey, good to see that you're completing those third downs. 1 for 2 and fourth down. Touchdown to Dane Key. So now if we go back to the video really quickly. Again, Sorsby did a nice job. And here he got the touchdown run. Fans again in the game. DC, John Butler right there. Great call at the end of the game. We're going to get there. So run pass option. Probably just more of a run option. He kept it. Touchdown. So now, what are you going to do? Can you keep the ball? You see right here, 7:15 left. Huskers up 20-17 after the PAT. Can you run down the clock? Can you make plays? Can you keep drives going? Can you get it down below 2 minutes? They did the best that they could. This is where I'd like to see more efficient. Archie came in. We're going to talk about Archie in a second. But the Huskers give up the ball right here. You can see on the clock, 2:07 left. Cincinnati's making a drive. And they did a great job. They converted a fourth down. I think it may have been this play right here. Maybe that was third down. But they converted the fourth down on this drive that would have ended the game. They had some big plays. They had the ball with 50 seconds left, and the QB chose to go for it here. Make a play. Make a play defense. Cover 2. Who does it? Malcolm Hartzog Jr. makes a play. Black shirt. Picks off. Wins the game for his team. And folks, this is what we're talking about. Situational awareness. John Butler talked about all offseason. Situational awareness. Matt Rule talked about situational awareness. Third downs. Converting fourth downs. Making plays. Usually in the past, this play maybe isn't made. And again, I know I'm a newer Husker reporter, newer to the realm. I do my homework, I do my research, but you can tell that this meant a lot. And then you look at these celebrations, folks. This is all off season of hard work. We'll put some background noise on for you guys. All off season of hard work, getting after it, going for the win. Sweat, grind in the weight room, on the practice field that nobody sees. Elation, winning, dealing with his uncle right here, the O-line coach. They're so proud, so happy themselves. Win is a win. And winning a close game like this, again, with all the close games I lost last year, it just means more. And this will build confidence. This will build so much resilience in this team. Now you can look back at this moment and say, hey, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it once. We can do it again. Arrowhead, look at that. 70,000 fans. Nobody left early. They're out there celebrating. The trophy being lifted. Let's go. And who do they want to give the trophy to? Hunter, but also, where's my mouse? Malcolm Hartzog Jr. MC, the man of the hour with the INT. Thank God, right here, you're going to see that this trophy was nailed down, because if it wasn't, wait for it. Yeah, that could have been bad. So it's a big win for this team. Now they can ideally go into Michigan 3-0. If they don't beat Akron, they don't beat Houston Christian, something has really gone wrong. And what went right? Archie Wilson, folks. He did an amazing job in this first game. First American football game ever. And he punted with both feet. So here you can see. He had 4 punts, was averaging like 36 yards. Last punt in the fourth quarter, again, pinned them back with 2 minutes into 10. So this is a right-footed kick. First kick ever in college. Not his best. Right there in the 10, player coming into you. This is his third kick in college, I'm pretty sure. I missed one because just bad angle. But now he goes left with it. He runs left. Big boot. Again, Matt Rule's talked about. He can do all the kicks. Spinning the ball both ways. High up in the air. Deep. Whatever is needed. And he's effective. Again, going left right here. Punting it right this time. Moves left with his body. Punts it right. Pins him in. He is a weapon. He can tackle. He can run. Just expect special teams to be a big play. So this team right here was able to be effective. Stats don't pop out. Possession time, though, basically doubling them is good. Scoreboard needs to be doubled next time. So all in all, it was a big win for the Huskers. Now they play Akron at home, Memorial Stadium. Extra 15,000, 20,000 fans will be there. Big Red Saturday night game, 6:30. Won't be making the news nationally like ESPN. They were the only game on, I think, at that point, and maybe there's one other. But this team riding high. When this is coming out, I'll be at the Matt Rule press conference. So, of course, stay up to date on Randy Silver TV. NTV Socials will have all the updates on anything going on in the land. D-line's got to do better, not giving up 200 yards. Defense in general. O-line did a nice job protecting Dylan Raiola. Was there some running room for him? Not the most. Was there room for Emmett Johnson? Not the most. Wide receivers, pretty good, sure hands. Didn't really drop too many balls. Emmett maybe dropped one, but he's a running back, not the biggest deal. But let's see more explosive plays. Let's open up the playbook a bit against Akron and Houston Christian. So that way, when we get Michigan, this offense is humming. That's your football talk. And you know who's humming? Volleyball. Yes, volleyball beat Lipscomb, a D1 AA team or like a small major team, and then number 7, Kentucky. The best part was in Nashville. They played in this small stadium, like 5,000, 6,000 people. It was sold out. Huskers traveled so well, but this was this team. This was like the Yankees coming to your town. Everyone wants to see the Stars. Everyone wants to see Nebraska. This was on Friday, and this quickly, when you look at the box score, you can see people got in, which is great. Everyone really played who they want to play. Now, the problem with college volleyball, again, once you play 1 point, you lose your redshirt eligibility. So the coaches have to be careful. Yes, you want to get someone experienced, but if you want them to be a redshirt by the end of the year, then you know what? You can't play them. So that way they're with you another year. Like Minea. Be great to play her, get her experience, but you have 2 well-rounded middle blockers. Do you want her to lose a year of eligibility? Rebecca's gone next year. Andy's got 2 more years, including this year. Rebecca's in her senior year. So now you would have her for 4 years versus 3. But who did get in? Skylar Pierce, the freshman. So she is not redshirt eligible anymore. Taylor Landfair has been getting a lot of playing time at outside. She's playing the opposite side of Harper when Harper is around. I think I said that wrong, but she's playing a lot. That's what I'm trying to say. She did really good against Kentucky. Andy, of course, doing her thing. Laney at libero got taken out at libero against Tennessee. Kentucky, we'll talk about that in a second. Campbell Flynn played 2 sets at setter. Bergen played 1 set, was out. Harper played, where's Harper at? 2 sets and was out. So you can see here, Rebecca played a set. Macy played a set. Allie played a set. So they were giving people opportunities. Virginia played 2 sets. Giving people opportunities to get reps. Just get reps. Allie started against Kentucky. Virginia started against Lipscomb. But that wasn't who finished against Kentucky. So the stats here don't matter. This is a win. If they lost, it would have been a bigger thing. The point is, a lot of people got in, got reps, build more chemistry. And that takes you to them beating Kentucky 3-2 in a reverse sweep. Reverse sweep. To Nebraska volleyball fans, you think about Penn State, Final Four last year. This was our chance. And this shows the culture and the building of this team. This is this team under DBK. New era, new culture, new mindset. And DBK made massive, massive changes. What did she do? Let me pull up the video. Where are we at? This is the start. You got Olivia playing DS. Let me move my camera. And you got Laney at libero, who is not in. Let me pull it up just so we can show it. Let me turn this off. Sorry, video quality is not the best. There you go. So you got Laney in red at libero. But first off, and then Taria Sigler. What a play here. This true freshman out there playing back, normally outside hitter. She got to play outside hitter in this match, and her team wins the point. There's Laney with the great dig. And they get the point. Now, also you see Allie Check is in there playing your left, or your opposite. We move to set 3. Let's go to set 3. Now when you look at set 3, that is in red, Olivia. Olivia is now in libero. That's a big change between set 2 and set 3 to change liberos mid-match. Coach DBK said after the match, she felt like Laney wasn't doing the best job passing, and they needed a bit of a change. And her playing DS, she would sit out three rotations and be a little bit more effective. The other big move she made, Virginia Adriano got in at opposite. Allie came out, Virginia came in. And that 6-5 frame was massive for this team. You're seeing some sets right here. Andy with the miss hit, but they still get the point. Ball goes out. Virginia was able to put her hands over the net and get multiple blocks. Andy, there you go with the hit. And coming back from down 2-0, you kind of felt the momentum when they went 2-1. You kind of felt down the team, hey, confidence, we can do it, we can do it. Then at 2-2, once they went to set 5, it was all big red. Also playing in Nashville, Bridgestone, you could feel the crowd was pretty much pro Nebraska as well. There's Virginia right there with the big block. So let's see what she looks like. Again, look at how tall, again, she is. Look at that, folks. Look how far over the net she gets. High up, so that way you can't hit over her, and then down with it. So that way they can't continue on. So DBK made 2 big switches. She put Virginia in, where are we at? And played set 3 for 5. And then Olivia came in and played libero sets 3, 4, and 5. She also had massive timeouts that she called in set 4 that stopped the Wildcats' momentum. That momentum was massive because each time they came out of it, there was a fault serve. Nebraska got the point, and that's great coaching. That's why you go and get her out of Louisville when John Cook retires. Now, something that will go unnoticed potentially, that shouldn't, Harper Murray, 23 kills. Those 23 kills is the most Harper's ever had in a match in her collegiate career. Congratulations to Harper. 23 kills on 47 total attempts, a 340 hitting percentage, 26.5 points. And her defense was really good throughout, getting on the floor, digging. She talks about being well-rounded. She even had a back set out of rotation that became a point. She was all around. She was my MVP of this match because of what she did. And 23 kills is impressive. You look at Rebecca Alec, 10 kills. You look at where's Andy Jackson, 10 kills. Your middle blockers, 20 kills. 20 kills. Feed me. We're dogs. Rebecca Alec's word. DBK won some fed. They did a great job. And you look at their defense. We'll go there in a second. Look at the Wildcats. They have two incredibly good outside hitters too. Brooklyn DeLay, 23 kills. Harper Murray, 23 kills. Tied match high. Eva Hudson, 19 kills. So outside those two, they don't have a lot. But you look at their hitting percentage, 16 and 1.18. Harper did her hitting percentage at 340. They're hitting 68 total attempts, 65 total attempts. You stop them, you win the game. And that's what happened in sets 3, 4, and 5. They started playing good defense on them. That's where Virginia playing defense, getting up there tall was big. You look at the defense again. They had 3 blocks in the first 2 sets. They had 10 blocks in the final 3 sets. And we showed you one right there. You go back to the video. Again, Virginia. And then they're serving as well. 11-7, best of 5. True freshman gets the ace. 12-7, 3 points away from winning. And then Olivia Mauch became libero in set 3. Ace to win the match. And look what it means to this team. Look what it means to this team. This defense, where are we at? This defense was big time. Let me blow this up a little bit. Again, Rebecca, 5 blocks. Harper, 4 blocks. She was doing everything, plus the kills. Andy Jackson, 3 blocks. Virginia, playing 3 sets, 4 blocks, second on the team. Diggs, Bergen, 18. Harper with 15. Again, all-around defense. Olivia, 14. Laney with 10, even though she really played libero 2 sets, DS, whatever. The 3, 4, 5. This was a all-around big team win. And this is something that will help this team moving forward because now they know when they go into December, they play NCAA tournament, it gets going tough. We've done it before. We beat the number 7 team in the nation in a reverse sweep. They probably should be higher. I would not be surprised if they get higher after this for how they played. And DBK recognized like, hey, we needed to make a change, and that's why we made the change. And that is a sign of a good coach who's not steadfast in their ways. You do what you got to do to be victorious.
This great bench, and so let's make some changes and see if that gives us any momentum. We're going to be able to do that all year. That's the beauty of this team, and if they trust that, as coaches, we're making the best decisions in the moment that we believe, then we'll have seamless changes throughout the season. That's, again, another example of what's going to make us great in the long run.
First 2 sets.
And that's big what DBK said right there. I know the audio is not the best. I apologize. We're not afraid to make changes. We have depth. She's talked about that every press conference, every game. A lot of people on this team can play. We can see that. Again, I've just talked about that earlier with a true freshman starting in the back, with Olivia coming in to be libero. You have, Turea also played outside hitter. You had Skylar coming in to play outside a bit this match. Again, she's not a redshirt cap anymore because she played against Lipscomb. Harper, Virginia, Allie, Taylor, and yet middle. You have other people who could play. You got Campbell. I'll say the names. You got Rebecca and Andy, who are both on track to be All-Americans this year. With 2 All-Americans in the middle is unreal. That's how good they're playing. And when you have that depth, and things aren't going right, when you're down 0-2, you're not afraid to make a change because you know the people are ready to come in. It says a lot about the culture of this team that they're able to understand this and say, you know what? We're good to go. It's okay. Let us move forward with the way that we have this team. Let me be a good teammate and cheer us on because maybe my number will get called later in the match or a future point in this match or in this season. Now, Olivia, what do you think?
practice, we knew this was not our best game, and we just kept saying, like, we're not done, keep pushing. We know we can do better, and it's all, like, on our side. They're not doing anything special. They're a great team, but it was all of, like, us, so.
Great, and that's the mindset you want, and that's the mindset of a team captain, team culture type of vibe, and that's starting with DBK, the coaching staff, Rebecca, Bergen, and Allie as your team captains, and everyone else is a leader. And look what it means to them. Reverse sweep coming out. Sorry, took the video off. And this is the team that is looking like the number one team. Maybe not in the first two sets, but the number one team overcomes adversity, and they overcame the adversity here to win the match. Now they come home. They play Wright State on Friday, September 6th. Yeah, September 6th. Is it the 6th? Hold on. Let me look at the dates. September 5th. Excuse me. Friday, September 5th, they play Wright State. And then Sunday, September 7th, they play Cal. Bob Devaney Sports Center. They've been in PBA. They've been at Bridgestone. Now they're coming home. I know Big Red will be showing out for that match. I'm excited to be there. Was there for the alumni match. Was there for red-white scrimmage. But seeing this team against another team and hearing that crowd, that atmosphere, it's nice and tight, unlike PBA, even though it's great to have 16,000, will be really fun. So, folks, comment your thoughts. What do you think about volleyball? What do you think about football? What do you think about all of it all together? Big time for Husker sports. As Matt Rule said, a bit bougie, good time to be a Husker. And right now, it's a great time to be a Husker. Hopefully, the winning trajectory keeps going on. Please like and subscribe to this podcast on all socials, NTV News, and Randy Silver TV so you don't miss any of it. We'll have a preview of this upcoming weekend for football and volleyball and other sports that need to be talked about. We got women's soccer going. Golf is about to come back. A lot of good things happening in the land of Nebraska sports. For NTV Sports, I'm Randy Silver. I'll see you on the next podcast.
In sports, we're down to the second last week of playing on the gridiron. Games are on top as well.